Pigs, you need to lay down. So we're going to take the first couple moments of class just to connect to our breath. Good morning, Stephanie. We're just getting started. And so as we're laying here on our mats as we begin this morning, just start to check in and notice how you're feeling. So noticing where there's tension in the body. Notice if you have any pain. And notice if your breath is short and uneven. So what we want to do is really slow it down and even it out, and allow our bodies to just sort of relax down to the mat. So going with your long, slow, deep breath, it's always nice to have the hand on the belly and chest, just so you can really connect to the breath. And as you inhale, we want to feel the chest rise, the belly rise. Pause. And exhale, release it out. So notice the belly go down to let that air out. Pause there. And inhale. Fill the chest, fill the belly. Pause. And exhale. So evening it out, we want to make sure our breath is the same as it comes in and out. So that can be 4 counts, it can be 5 counts. It could be 3 counts. Whatever makes sense for your body this morning, try to go to that place. And really just allowing the body to let go. Find your presence here on our mat, letting go of everything else that's going around, which is really hard to do. But we can acknowledge those thoughts and then just give them permission to just pass on by and giving ourselves this next 60 minutes. So let's just take a couple more rounds of that breath. And for those of you that are just starting, you are muted. So if you have any questions, go ahead and send it through a chat. And feel free to add any music to your practice. Take any breaks when you need them. And modify if you need to. So we'll take just a couple more breaths here on our backs and our long, slow, deep breathing. Okay, let's take one more round. Then on that next inhale, let's reach our arms towards the back, legs towards the front. Take that full body stretch, really stretching it all out. Bring the knees into the chest, wrap your arms around them, give them a squeeze. Maybe rock side to side. That feels comfortable for the low back. We'll spend a little bit of time on our hips this morning just because it's early and our hips they tend to be a little tight. So let's bring our hands at our right knee, left leg comes down. Right knee, we're gonna pull it towards that right shoulder. So at a slight angle. Left leg can come down the mat, left leg is straight. If that's uncomfortable, you can always bend the left knee. So just go ahead and pull that right knee to the shoulder. You might start to feel that pinch on the outside of that right hip. And take just a couple breaths here. And then you have the option of staying right here, or if you want to get a little bit deeper into that right hip, we can start to take some circles with the knee. So they can be little baby circles. You can drop the hands down, make those circles just a bit bigger. And then let's switch the direction of the circles. So you might hear some popping, some cracking. We're just starting to warm those hips up a bit. Right knee comes back in towards that right shoulder. Give it another squeeze. And then allow the right leg to come down. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. So bend that left knee. Left knee pulls towards that left shoulder. So this side might feel a bit different. Right leg comes down, or take a bend in the right knee. And again, we're just pulling towards that left shoulder. So staying right here, or option to start taking some circles with that left knee. So again, option, drop the hands down. You can have a little bit bigger of circles. Or you can keep the hands on the knees and just some baby circles. And again, noticing any popping. Notice how this side may feel a bit different. And then let's switch the direction. And then left knee comes back in towards that left shoulder. Give it a squeeze. Both legs come into the chest. And we're going to take just a moment in happy baby. So reach down, grab the big toes for the outsides of the feet. And just take a moment here. So happy baby, feel free to just stay right here in the center. Option to find some movements. You can straighten one leg then the other. Maybe straighten both. Baby swaying side to side. Just take a moment here. Knees come back into the chest. Wrap the arms around and give them a squeeze. And then bring the hands behind the knees. So we're going to rock about 3 times to come up into boat. Pause in your boat pose. If you have any issues with that low back, just roll to your right side and come up. So lots of options with boat. We want to make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. We can just put the tiptoes on the ground and keep our hands behind our knees. We can lift just one leg and just alternate. We can lift both. We can stay right here. So notice if you start to curl the spine, we want to sit up nice and tall. Option to remove the hands and just holding right here. Option to straighten the legs. So notice if you're holding your breath, you want to keep breathing here. So let's breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles, roll forward, tabletop. So we're coming out to all fours here. And take a couple rounds of cat-cow. So just begin to find some movement. So maybe we're rocking hips, the neck. Maybe we're stretching out the wrist. Maybe we're doing just our regular cat-cows. So take some time to check in. It's early, so we want to just start to move the spine. Some other options are to come into that modified up dog. Just getting a little bit deeper into that low back. Then press it all the way back to child's pose. So really just finding some movement with your body. Let's take another moment or so, just finding a bit of movement. And then let's find some stillness. So we'll pause here for a moment. Let's curl our toes under, press our hips back, and lift the knees. So we're starting to really push that mat away from us. And then start to straighten the legs, coming into down dog, but find movement in down dog. So you just want to sort of bend those knees, rock side to side. Just start to move around in our down dog. You can bend both knees and straighten it back up. We can move forward into our plank pose just to check our alignment. And press it back. So take one more round, just sort of moving around. And then let's go ahead and pause in downward facing dog. So in down dog, we want to make sure our legs are hip distance apart. If our hips are really tight this morning, let's take them a little bit wider. We're pressing our hands into the mat and we're really pushing. So we want to imagine pushing our mat away. We're pressing our chest towards our thighs, chest towards the thighs, gaze between the feet. And then we're pushing our heels down. So if our heels reach, okay, if they don't, that's okay too. It doesn't really matter. As long as we feel that stretch in the back of the legs, we really want to push towards the mat. So let's take a couple breaths here. On your next inhale, take your gaze between your hands. Jump, step, or walk, coming into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. And so it's early, let's take our legs about hip distance apart, find a slight bend in our knees. Grab those opposite elbows, allow the head to hang heavy. Let's take a ragdoll here. Get a little bit of a sway. We hold our hands up all day, so let's just let it hang heavy. One more breath here. And drop hands down to the mat, fold. On your next inhale, reach the arms out, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Close the eyes here and pause. And just set your intention. What is it you need from your practice today? Honor where you are today. Rest when you need to rest. Modify when you need to modify. Inhale, open the eyes, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to your mat, step your left foot back. Right foot back, plank. Exhale, slowly lower down. Option, you can always drop down to the knees. Tops of the feet flat. Inhale, find cobra. So just a little baby cobra to start. And exhale, chin to mat. We're going to take those arms a little bit wider than the mat, press the fingertips into the mat, and take a wide cobra. So next inhale, heel up. So notice if the shoulders are up by the ears, we're going to pull the shoulders away, find a bit of space. Exhale, chin to mat. Bring the hands back in. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze between the hands, step or walk, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down the midline, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to your mat, step your right foot back. Left foot back. Slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press back, down dog. Gaze between the hands, step or walk, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down the midline, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to your mat, jump or step back to plank, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press back, down dog. Gaze between the hands, jump or step or walk, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down the midline. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to your mat, jump or step back to plank, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press back, down dog. Gaze between the hands, step or walk, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down midline. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to your mat. Step or jump back to plank, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press back, down dog. Pause here. So pausing that downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Press that chest towards the thighs. Heels reach down, gaze between the feet. 1 more breath. Gaze between the hands. Step or walk, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause here. Check in. Next, inhale, bend the knees, shift the weight back into the heels. Arms reach up, find chair. Options with chair, legs together or hip distance apart. Weight shifts back into the heels, lift those toes. Arms reach up, any issues with shoulders, bring the hands here to your heart. You want to sit back, sit down, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to your mat, jump or step back to plank, lower all the way down or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, press it back, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot, bring it between the hands. Stay on the ball mounds of your back foot. And inhale, crescent. So legs hip distance. If you notice your balance is off, walk that right foot over a bit. Bend your right knee as much as you can bend it. Pull your left thigh towards the ceiling. Navel to spine. Arms can reach up. Any issues with shoulders? Option for hands at the heart. So if we've got our hands up towards the ceiling, we want to relax the shoulders. Sit down into that crescent. So maybe we're feeling that hip flexor on the left side start to stretch. Exhale, hands to your mat. Right foot back to meet the left. Take your flow, find your way back to down dog. So either lower all the way down or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, press it back, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, find crescent. So again, take your time, set that up. Left knee bends as much as we can. Right thigh, we're lifting it towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to your mat. Left foot back to meet the right. Take that flow, lower all the way down or chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And exhale, press it back, down dog. Gaze between the hands. Step or walk, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to your mat. Jump or step back to plank. Take that flow. Find your way back to down dog. Lower. Up dog or cobra. Exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, crescent, just a breath. Exhale, hands to your mat. Right foot back to meet the left. Take that flow. Find your way back to down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to your mat, left foot back to meet the right. Take that flow. Find your way back to down dog. Gaze between the hands, step or walk, halfway lift. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. One more like that. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to your mat. Step back to plank. Take that flow. Find your way back to down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, crescent. Just a breath. Exhale, hands to your mat. Right foot back to meet the left. Take that flow. Find your way back to down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to your mat. Left foot back to meet the right. Take that flow. Find your way to down dog. Gaze between the hands. Jump, step, or walk. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. So see if you can find a little bit deeper of a chair. Sit back, sit down, pull the chest up. Exhale, fold. Let's find that ragdoll, just a couple breaths. So legs about hip distance apart. Slight bend in the knees. Grab the opposite elbows. And drop hands down to the mat. Fold. Inhale, reach. And exhale, hands to heart. Pause here. Close the eyes, check in with the breath. Notice if you've got any tension. Inhale, open your eyes, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to your mat, so back to plank. Take a flow, find your way back to down dog. Option, if you're done with this flow, you can always press directly back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot between the hands. And inhale, this time find warrior one. So back foot comes flat. Toes turning at about a 45. Hips are nice and square towards the front. Right knee's bent as much as we can bend it. Arms are up. Release the shoulders. So let's take a breath here. And on your next exhale, drop the hands behind the back. Clasp the fingers. Inhale, pull the hands down that left leg. Pick your chest up towards the ceiling, drop the head back. And then the next exhale, we're going to come into humble warrior. So our right shoulder's to the inside of our right knee, our hands hanging heavy. Arms can stay at the low back, or if we have the space, we're just reaching them towards the front. And just move that head around a bit, making sure we're letting go of some of that tension. Inhale, let's engage the core, come all the way back up into warrior one. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, right palm to the ceiling. Let's reverse that warrior. So we're going to keep that right leg straight or bent. Right arm reaches up and over, left hand down that left leg. Let's stretch that right side body. Exhale, right back into warrior two. So let's pause here for a moment. See if we can release the tension from the shoulders. Fingertips together, gaze over that right middle finger. Let's take another breath here. Cartwheel, hands down to your mat. Right foot back to meet the left. Take that flow. Find your way back to down dog. So an option here, if you want to challenge yourself a bit during our flow, we can take that right leg and reach all the way up. Inhale, coming into a one-legged plank. So we'll hook that right foot around that left ankle. And then chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press it back, down dog. So that's just an option to add if you want a little bit more of a challenge when you're doing your flow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. So again, left knee bent as much as we can. Hips nice and square. Release the shoulders from the ears. Back foot flat, toes pointing in. Take a few breaths here. See if you can let that tension go. Let's take one more breath here. Drop hands down behind the back, clasp the fingers. Inhale, pull the heart to the ceiling. Exhale, humble warrior. Again, hands can stay at the low back, or they can reach up towards the front. Next, inhale, come all the way back up into warrior one. Activate that core. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. See if we can bend that left knee, pull the left knee open. So really using that inner thigh. Take a look at that back arm that likes to fall when you don't pay attention. Left palm toward the ceiling. Inhale, reverse that warrior. Back into warrior two. Cartwheel, hands down to the mat. Option, left leg reaches all the way up. Inhale, one-legged plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. Let's go ahead and drop down to the knees for just a moment. Spend just a minute here taking some time to stretch those shoulders out. So let's take our left arm, reach it up, thread it underneath the right, left ear, left side of the face, onto the mat. Right hand presses into the mat with a 90-degree angle. So you can stay right here. Option, lift that right arm up. Option to bring it behind the small of the back. Really peeling this right shoulder open. Let's take one more breath here. Right arm up. Right hand down, press back. Come back into tabletop. Opposite side. Right arm up. Thread it underneath the left. Right ear, right side of the face. Onto the mat. Left hand presses in. So pulling that shoulder open. Option, left arm to the ceiling. Pull the shoulder open. Option, left hand down around the small of the back. Reaching towards that inner right thigh. Left arm to the ceiling. Left hand down, press back, tabletop. So we're going to keep these hips up where they are. We're going to start to walk. We're going to find our way into puppy pose. So let's bring our forearms down, forehead towards the mat. Really drop the chest and back towards the mat so we get a nice stretch in the shoulders. Take one more breath here. Let's go ahead and come back into tabletop. Curl the toes, press back, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands behind the back. Inhale, reach the chest to the ceiling. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel, hands down to your mat. Right foot back to meet the left or right leg all the way up. Inhale, hinge forward, one-legged plank or regular plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands behind the back. Inhale, reach the arms down, chest up. Exhale, humble. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel, hands down to your mat. Left foot back to meet the right. Take that flow, whatever the flow looks like. Find your way back to down dog. Let's go ahead and walk our hands back to meet our feet. Find those opposite elbows, rag out. One more breath. Drop hands down, slowly take our way to come up, one vertebrae by vertebrae. Head comes up last. Take the shoulders up, back, and down. Turn the hands to face the front. We're going to pause here in mountain pose, so legs about hip distance apart. Palms to the front, shoulders up, back, and down. Chin in line with the mat. Close the eyes and just take a breath here. We want to make sure our navel to spine is activated. Our feet are really rooted down. Take one more breath here. And inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, drop the hands behind the back, clasp the fingers. Inhale, pull the hands down, chest to the ceiling. Just bringing those shoulders away from the ears. Take one more breath here. And slowly come back to center. Release the shoulder, release the hands. Then let's roll the shoulders back and forth. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to your mat. Take your way back to down dog. So option, take a flow or press directly back. Totally up to you. Whatever makes sense. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot between the hands. We're gonna pause right here. Doing that runner's lunge. Gonna take our left hand, press it into the mat. Right arm, reach it up, take a bit of a twist. So you can continue to keep your gaze to your foot. You can bring it to the wall, or you can take it to the ceiling. So just depending on how your neck feels. Take one more breath here. Then we're gonna take our right hand and bring it onto our right hip. We're gonna come into side plank. So move slow, we're gonna take our right foot and reach it back to stack on top of the left. So option to always drop that left leg down and come into side plank. We're gonna be in full side plank. So arm can reach up to the ceiling. Option to reach that right arm over the right ear, right palm facing down. You wanna make sure our hips are nice and stacked. We're pressing our hips to the ceiling. One more breath here. Right hand down, full plank. Exhale, let's chaturanga. Inhale, full plank. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Pause here. Legs are about hip distance apart. Right hand presses in, left arm reaches up, so you're taking a bit of a twist. Left hand to that left hip, find your way into side plank. Take your time. So again, option, drop that foot down. The other option, I'm gonna turn around. Because we can stack that foot in front and be here. Left arm can reach up. Left arm can go over the top of the left ear, left palm down. So again, hips point towards the ceiling. One more breath. Left hand down, full plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Pause. Inhale, full plank. Exhale, press back. Drop down to the knees, press back, child's pose. So last week we said we were gonna try to go into shoulder stand. If that's okay with everyone, we're gonna play around with shoulder stand. If you're like, no thanks, lady, don't worry about it. I can't see you anyway. Okay? All right. So we're in our child's pose. So we're taking just a couple breaths here. Let's come back into tabletop and find our way back into plank. Let's move from plank to forearm plank. So we're going to come down onto the forearms. So our hands can be flat like this, or it can be here. Either option, whatever is easier. Okay? Forearm plank. Now let's put our butts up in the air. And then start to walk your feet towards your face. So when your feet are close to your face, see if you can walk them just a little bit closer. Walk them back to forearm plank. Find your way back into full plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, forearm plank. Butts to the air. walk the feet up. So that's our dolphin plank. And then slowly walk back to forearm plank. Inhale, full plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, full plank. Exhale, full forearm. Inhale, dolphin. Exhale, full forearm plank. Full plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. Come down to the knees, big toes touch. Child's pose. So from child's pose, we keep pressing our hips back. Let's walk our arms to the right side. So we're getting a left side body stretch. And then come back to center. And walk to the left. So right side body plank, stretch. Come back to center. And slowly make your way up. So we're sitting back on our heels. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands behind the back, clasp the fingers, pull the hands down, pull the chest to the ceiling, release the shoulders. Come back to center, shake them out. So roll those shoulders forward and back. So we're gonna try to set up for shoulder stand. So if you wanna take your mat and move it towards the wall. So I'm gonna try to move my camera over here. Hopefully this works. Okay, so we're up against the wall. So we're gonna take our hands about one palm print away from the wall. Okay, so we'll be about here. We're gonna come back into forearm plank. And then we'll come into dolphin. So from dolphin, we're gonna kick our leg up to come into forearm plank. So in forearm plank, our neck is not touching the ground. So I'm in my dolphin, and then kick up. So my head not touching. How do we feel about that? What questions do we have? Any? I can unmute us. Let me see. All right, everyone's unmuted. Let me know what questions you have about shoulder stand. So I'll try it again. One hand print back. Come into my forearm plank. Okay. Butt lifts up, walk forward, dolphin, and then kick. So maybe we won't make it. How are we feeling about it?
She showed us a good technique.
So we want to make sure that that head, we can always move it, because forearm stand's nice if we have any issues with our neck, because there's no pressure on our neck whatsoever. You should still be able to move it around.
All right.
I'm going to try to show it gently move. I'm going to take off my sweater that has a big neck.
Okay.
And so maybe it'll be a bit easier to see my head not touching.
All right. Okay. She put her head.
So see my head, I can move it. I'm not pressing it onto the mat at all.
Yup. Very good. Very good. She got.
How's everybody feeling about it?
I'm gonna practice.
You're gonna. It's hard. It's a hard pose. It's a lot of upper body, so that's why we're doing a lot of those planks.
Okay.
And that getting us into that dolphin, so it sort of gets us into that place of where we want to be. So we're getting our shoulders in line, and so we can almost just hang out in dolphin as we get used to that as we get used to that pose. And we just keep walking our feet towards our face.
Yes.
It feels real weird.
Then just bring it on up. All right. I'm gonna work on that. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
All right. Go ahead and take another moment or so playing around with
that. Wow. Wow.
Okay, went ahead and muted everybody, so take another moment, send me a chat, any questions? Okay, one more round, wherever you are. And then go ahead and come back into tabletop. Let's cross our ankles, sit back onto our butts. And inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, drop them down behind the mat, clasp the fingers. So pull those shoulders away from the ears. Release the arms and just sort of roll those shoulders back and forth. We're gonna rock around our head, take a couple circles, one direction, then the other. Come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Our right hand's gonna come down. We're just gonna walk it out a little bit. Left arm, we're gonna reach it up. Right arm, we're gonna start to bend. Pull that left arm over. So if we notice we're folding forward, let's open that up. So we're feeling a nice side body stretch. And inhale, come back up. We're gonna do the opposite side. Left hand down, inhale, reach. Right arm reaches over, so pull that right shoulder open. Right side body stretch. Inhale, back to center. We're gonna take our right hand and bring it underneath the left. So we're gonna find those eagle arms. We're going to stretch out the shoulders since we worked on with that shoulder stand. So right arm is on the bottom. If this is uncomfortable, option to bring hands here to the shoulders. So if we're here, we're gonna lift those elbows up shoulder height and then pull the hands away from the face. So feel that stretch in the shoulders. So notice if those shoulders are creeping by the ears, find that space. Inhale, reach the arms up. Left arm comes underneath. So again, option here or here. Let's lift those elbows up shoulder height if we can over here. Pull the hands away from the face. Release the shoulders from the ears. Couple more breaths. And inhale, reach. Exhale, we'll drop those hands behind the back. Pull the hands down, chest up. And come back to center, shake it out. Roll the shoulders. Forward and back. Move the head side to side, front to back. So we're in a nice seated position. Let's take our right hand to our left knee, left hand behind the back. You want to keep a little bit of a bend and the fingertips pressing into the mat. On your inhale, lift up. Exhale, start to twist. So we want to see if we can take our gaze over our left shoulder. And so if we notice we're back here, we want to sit up nice and tall. So if we have the space, just depending, we can take this left hand and reach towards our inner right thigh, pulling this left shoulder open. One more breath. Exhale, release. Opposite side, left hand to right knee, right hand behind the back. Inhale, find that space. Exhale, start to twist. We can keep our hand here, or depending on the space, we reach towards that opposite inner thigh, finding that twist. And notice if the shoulders are up by the ears. See if we can find a bit of space. Release to center. Let's find our way to about the middle of our mat. Bend our knees. We're going to slowly come down. Okay? Hands are down by the sides, palms facing down. Walk those heels in so they graze the middle fingers. The whole foot's pressed in, shoulders pressed in, neck is pressed in. Inhale, press the hips up to the ceiling. So take that bridge pose. So this might be enough. Feel free to stay right here. If you have a bit more space, you can clasp the hands together, shimmy the shoulders underneath, and just press up a little bit higher. Also, option is to come up onto the tiptoes and press the hips a little bit higher. So just depending on how you're feeling, how the neck feels. Take one more breath here. Release the hands, release the shoulders, and allow the low back to come down. Knees come back into the chest. Give them a squeeze. So option 2, again, take a bridge. If you need a bit more space, you can go ahead and come into wheel. So inhale, coming into bridge or to wheel. Wheels, go ahead and come down to bridge. And bridge is lower down. Let's bring the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. Maybe rock side to side. Take a moment here. Take whatever pose your body's calling for. So maybe you want to do a happy baby. Maybe it's a shoulder stand. Maybe it's a plow. Maybe it's just a simple stretch. So take a moment, yogi's choice here, before we find that final pose. A nice shoulder stretch is if we come down on our bellies, place our hand into the mat, and we start to roll to that opposite side. We take this right leg, we can bend it here, so it's a nice stretch on this opposite side. We spent a lot of time on the shoulders, so this might feel nice for some people. I'll do it on the opposite side so you can see what my background looks like. And so I'm feeling the stretch in my right shoulder. Go ahead and take one more moment wherever you are. And then we're going to come down to our final pose. So that's Shavasana pose. So legs are going to come down the mat. A little bit wider, feet fall open. Arms down by the sides, a bit wider. Palms to the ceiling. And just sort of shimmy those shoulders underneath. Allow that low back to find the mat. And then if it's comfortable, you can close the eyes. So the Shavasana is a really important part of the practice. We've spent the last hour moving, flowing. So allow ourselves some time to just be still. And see what it's like to just stop and slow down. What it's like to just allow the body to connect to the ground. And noticing the tension. Just seeing if we can use our breath to release some of the tension that the body is carrying. So we may notice there's some tightness in the calves. Let's see if we can release the calves, the thighs, the belly. Release fingers, shoulders, and jaw. And allowing the body to get heavy and to melt down into our mat. And just breathe. Don't have to change the breath. Just noticing our natural breath. And taking one more round of breath here. Let's begin to wiggle toes, fingers. Gently rocking the head side to side. Inhale, reaching the arms back, toes forward to the full body stretch. Knees come into the chest. Let's wrap the arms around them, give them a squeeze. Maybe we're rocking side to side and we massage those kidneys, spine. And then let's roll onto our right side. Let's find our way into that fetal position, the first position. You can allow the eyes to remain closed. Take just a moment here. Thank your body for allowing you to practice today. Honoring where you are with your practice. And take one more breath. Press this left hand into the mat. Push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. I'm going to unmute everybody. Hands together at our heart. Flutter the eyes open.
The light and spirit in me bows and honors the light and spirit in you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you, honey. I'm leaving. Thank you very much. That was excellent.
Let me know what questions you guys have, what kind of
Thank you.
practice you guys are looking for. I'm going to pause this recording.